Hello everyone, welcome back to LeetCode Daily Live where I do the daily question, raw and uncut. So we have a medium today called Lexicographically minimum string after removing stars. So we are still in the lexicographical theme for the daily questions. So let's see what it wants. So you're given a string, it may contain any number of star characters. Your task is to remove all the star characters. So let's see how long string is. So string is 100k long at most. It contains only lowercase English characters or stars, and you're guaranteed to be able to remove all the stars. So let's see what this actually means. So while there's a star, do the following operation. Delete the leftmost star and the smallest non-star character to its left. So you're forced to remove the leftmost star and the smallest non-star character. So I think that means like lexicographically smallest character. If there are several smallest characters, you can delete any of them. Return the lexicographically smallest resulting string after removing all the star characters. So right, example one. So here we have input s is so that the string is this. So you have to remove the leftmost star. So there's no choice for that. But in this case, we can choose between these three A's, I think. And removing this one should give the best results because it gives AAB. The other ones gives ABA, which is larger. So yeah, so that's the answer here. And then for this one, ABC, well, there are no stars, so you just return the string. Okay. I think like after reading the question, I do have quite a good idea on how to do this. So I think what we want to do is we always want to remove the rightmost smallest character. Well, because if you think about it, so let me draw it up, right? So let's say the smallest character is A. So we have like a whole bunch of other characters, A, B, A, C, C, something like this, right? And then let's say we have a star here. Well, if we remove any of these A's, so like not the rightmost A, we are going to move up a non-A character earlier. So, well, basically what I mean is like if we remove this A, we are only shifting like two non-A characters up, right? But if we are removing these ones, well, we are making like a larger um a larger non-A character replace that. So like if you think about it as a number, um this is like the fifth digit, right? And this is like the third digit. So like obviously if we make the fifth digit larger, it will make the whole number larger than like making the third digit larger, right? So yeah, we just have to find a way to implement this now. So I think like using a stack makes a lot of sense, I think. But we also want to like keep track of like what was the smallest character in here and stuff. So how do we do that? Uh, yeah, I guess what we can do is like we have some priority list, maybe. Yeah, maybe we can have some like priority list or like maybe a heap to basically like find the character to remove. And yeah, I think that'll work. So let's cook this up. So what we need is we need a heap queue. Maybe yeah. So from heap queue import heap push and heap pop. Okay. So we want a heap. And what else do we want? I don't think we want anything else. Yeah, other than just looping through like all the characters. And yeah, maybe we should have like a remove index here. I think like they'll help us generate the string at the end. So for I in range n, so we set n to be the length of the string. Right, so what do we want to do here? I think something like well, if si is not a star, then we don't have to remove any characters, right? So we can just do something here. Otherwise, we have to like do something here, and then at the end, like we should get a whole bunch of remove, like we should get a whole bunch of like index to be removed. So like for the result string here, we can do like again for I in range n. Maybe we can sort. Maybe we can just turn this into a set. That would be easier. So we can just do if I not in index and si is not a star, we can add our character into result, and then at the end we can just like join it together like this. So now we have to figure out what to do here. So if it is not a star, I think like the only thing we want to do is to just put it in the heap. So well, if we want the rightmost smallest character, so our first tie break, like our first comparison should be how big the character is, right? And remember in Python, uses a min heap. So we want the smallest character and then the rightmost index. So what if we just swap the index? So like if we just reverse the index, so let's say like this example here. So instead of like having 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, because like in that case our tuple would be it will be a and 0, right? And like compared to this one, a and 3, this one will pop first, right? But we don't want that. We want to pop this first. So what if we just like we do like the, I don't know, like the length of the word minus that, so something like this, and then like so this would be like 5. Yeah, so this would be a 5 minus 3, so that would be 2. And now we will pop this one first, and then like we can basically like do another like 5 minus 2. So 5 is the length of the string, so we can like do the 5 minus 2 thing again to get the actual index and put it into the remove index set. So yeah, I think that's what we can do. So heap push. So we want to push the character, and then n minus I, so like the reversed index. And then here, what do we want to do here? Yeah, so I think what we want to do is want to get the character and the reversed index. So reversed index, that will be heap pop. Yeah, heap push, we should have that as well. So heap pop will get the smallest thing out, and then yeah, and then what we want is, so we don't actually even need to use C. We just want to know what this index is. So add n minus reversed index. So that's how we get back the original index. Is there anything else we have to do? I think that's it, right? Let's see. Okay, that looks promising. And nice. Yeah, so I guess I can talk a bit about how I thought of the solution. even though this question is really just a bit I guess it's more like an implementation question. But like basically how I thought of using a heap is well, like first of all you do have to understand why having the why removing the rightmost smallest character is the best. So yeah. So like whenever you remove like if you look at this example again, when you remove an A, what you're doing is you're shifting the previous non-A character up. So right now, for the string, instead of having an A on the sixth position, so instead of having an A on the sixth position here, we have a B on the sixth position. So is this better, or shifting a C in the eighth position up to here, but still having an A in the sixth position? Well, obviously, like making the eighth position bigger will result in a lexicographically smaller string than like changing the sixth character to be bigger, right? So that's why, like, if you use this argument, like if we have like oops, if we have like I don't know, like another A here, and then we have a star, right? Let's say like AC star. So if we update the 10th character here and make this bigger while keeping the A in the X slot, well, this is going to be even better, right? So if I write it out, I think it will make a lot more sense. So either we can have this if we change the sixth character, I think something like this, right? So this is if we change the sixth character. This is if we change the X character, and hey, let's see if I can still see what I wrote up there. A B wait A B A C C, yeah. So and this is if we update the 10th character. So like if you compare it like this, it makes a lot of sense, right? So like if we change the sixth character, well, the sixth character is bigger. If we change the eighth character, then like the eighth character is bigger. So I hope that kind of makes sense on why I always remove the rightmost smallest character. So once you have that, you just have to think about how to implement it now. Well, we want the rightmost and smallest, right? So that means like we have some rules for the comparison that we are picking. Well, if we have some rules um and we basically want to get all the characters on the left of our current star, well, we can just use a priority queue, right? Or a heap, like however you want to call it. We can just do that, and like it will basically always gives you the smallest. So that would be exactly what you want. So this is like kind of how I thought about the solution. But yeah, otherwise the implementation is like yeah, it's not too bad, and it is like more of an implementation question than like an idea kind of question. So yeah, if you have any comments, let me know below. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.